What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great day so far, and welcome to this new video on the markets. Currently not home, so that's where the lack of videos come from. But I updated that in the Discord and the Telegram group as well. Still wanted to do a full update on the markets right now. There's a lot going on. I mean, obviously yesterday was still very bearish. We had a big drop down. And in general, we've had a lot of bearish pressure, right? So I just wanted to talk a bit about some altcoins. We'll take a look at XRP. We'll take a look at Solana. We'll take a look at some other altcoins that are doing quite good. Primarily, I wanted to look at Bitcoin and the markets and kind of go over all the fundamentals and decide if it's still most likely that we're going to drop down once more, or potentially even lower than once more, or whether this was the bottom and that we can actually expect some bullish momentum. But that's what we'll talk about. So let's get right into it. Like I said, we'll also cover some XRP. But for now, look, the most important thing for the markets right now is that there just is a lot of uncertainty. All right, and where you can see that, for example, if we take a look at the fundamentals, is the VIX, the volatility index, which basically last week Friday went up pretty high, and right now with all the tariffs, but also potentially with the Russia-Ukraine war, there is a lot of uncertainty in the markets and in the world, and that is reflected in the markets, and that's also, I mean, it's across all the equity and asset markets. I mean, you can see right now as well, the stock market, the S&P 500 is relatively strong, like compared to Bitcoin. Stocks are still quite strong, but then if you take a look at some riskier assets, such as the Russell 2000, you can see that actually already on Monday had a bearish breakdown, and that has also not been able to recover. So there just is a lot of uncertainty. All right, so we're going to be going over these fundamentals, and we'll talk about the possibilities here. But there are no guarantees at this point of time. All right, so the fundamentals are quite mixed. I mean, like I said, stock markets have been weak as well, but they are near very strong support levels. Especially the S&P 500 is near this, you could almost call it a range low, which since the 15th of November has held as support. So that's a great thing. But then you take a look at the dollar strength index, and that has bounced up quite a lot right here, which is bearish for the markets. USDT dominance is at a very strong resistance level, so that's bullish for the markets. And then the Coinbase Bitcoin premium or discount is at a major discount, so that's again bearish. So like I said, the fundamentals are also relatively mixed here, which makes it quite hard to understand where the market is going. I mean, if you take a look at the total 3 right here, so the altcoin market, you can see that we are at a very strong support level here, or at least we hit a very strong support level with the spike we had yesterday, I believe, or was it yesterday or Monday? No, it was Tuesday actually. So yeah, it's very mixed, and due to that uncertainty and due to all the possibilities, I would assume that we can still spike down lower. Now, if we look at Bitcoin right here, we hit a strong support level right here at 84,000. The next major support level, in my opinion, is this level right here between 80 and 75,000. Right, and then afterwards, I mean, we can start talking about 73, 72, which is basically a retest of the previous range. It's possible that we'll drop down into there, but for now, given the uncertainty in the markets, what I would say is that I would be most prepared for some sort of a 3 drive pattern into this area right here between 80 and 75,000, right? And that from there we can actually get some stability and potentially get a move back into 89, 91,000, which is at this point of time our main price target. So I would say that's most likely. Now, while saying that, I do want to say that I think the bottoms so far for Bitcoin have been defended very well. That first bottom we hit on Tuesday was already defended very well with $90 million in volume. And then over the last 24 hours, we also saw the volume go up to $70 billion again in that recovery we made from the bottoms we made yesterday evening at 83,000. So even though I would be mostly prepared for this, if we get some more stability regarding the fundamentals and regarding the instability in the markets right now, and Bitcoin, for example, if we zoom in here, is able to get another strong touch from this level right here at 84,000, then we do not necessarily need to get that third drive down into 78,000. But because we have not seen that support touch yet, and because there is still a lot of uncertainty, I think it's best to assume that we're going lower. Now, personally, and I'm away, of course, but the Signal group is still up and running. Personally, I am buying Bitcoin between 84 and 78,000. I still think Bitcoin, at least, I won't say anything about the rest of the market, but I still think Bitcoin at least can actually get some more bullish momentum over the course of this year. So that's why I think these levels are pretty good. But yeah, so I would assume this. Like I said, if we get a strong touch at 84,000, and just in general, so some more volume coming in from those levels, then that could be the bottom as well. But that is something I will keep you updated on. All right. So for now, assume the worst, and keep in mind that we can actually find support earlier. Now, taking a look at some altcoins, I mean, XRP is basically in the same situation. XRP is holding on fairly well. I would say same thing. I think in general, this range will hold, right? So the range low between $2.15 and $2, I think that support will hold, at least on the short term. But if Bitcoin goes down towards 80, towards 78,000, then XRP will get that move into $2, maybe spike down lower. But ultimately, like I said, I do think we'll stabilize around the current price levels and get some bullish momentum eventually as well. But that's something we'll have to wait for. And it would be great if we actually had some bullish fundamentals with that as well. And then talking about Solana as well, because Solana is quite interesting. The 1st of March, we actually have some unlocks. Same thing. Even though it's very weak right now, I expect the general support level we have under us between 130 and 120. I expect that to hold. All right. So I'll keep you updated on that. And if the fundamental situation in the world changes drastically and becomes much more bearish, then obviously it will not hold. But under the current circumstances, including the token unlocks and including other fundamentals for Solana down the road in 2025, I expect that the support level will hold. And then there's some other interesting altcoins right now. I mean, if we take a look at the volume, something like Kaito has been very, very strong. Something like FIO is very strong at this point of time. I would definitely keep an eye on that. Litecoin is still holding on relatively well, very strong actually. Story or IP is still an altcoin that's putting a lot of volume and momentum. And then Celestia as well, even though I would not recommend trading Celestia too much at this point of time. But that's about it. I mean, personally, in the Signal group, we actually bought some Hype. That's also holding on fairly well, as you can see, and that actually got some bullish momentum as well. So I personally like Hype a lot, so I would definitely recommend you to check that out. But like I said, I personally bought this. All right, so obviously I'm biased. But that's what you need to know, I think, on the market right now. So especially keep your eyes on that level at 83,500. If we drop down there and it's not being defended with volume, with strength, then we're going lower. And that's where I personally will be scaling into Bitcoin. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. For now, have a great day. I'll see you on my next videos. I'll be back soon. And bye.